Okay, let's go over the scenario I mentioned above, the note with simultaneous note sale versus hard money. Now, this gal knew that the property, she already had the money from selling me the note, and I went over that transaction in detail on Owner Financing Club. It was the first second I've ever bought, and I'm really, really happy about it. Normally, I don't buy seconds, but anyhow, long and short of it, she had the money to put down on this property that she wanted. It's raw, vacant land. It's got some orchards on it, and they're planning to make an off-the-grid vacation retreat there. So the minute they get it, they're going to be putting modular and mobile type homes on the property and developing infrastructure, et cetera, et cetera. Anyhow, so the guy had been on the market for a while. As you can imagine, sometimes land isn't flying off the shelf because people can't get loans. So he said, look, I'll just take $80,000 cash if you can come up with it. And they said, we can't. We can only come up with, 35 to 40. So he said, okay, tell you what, I'll take your offer. But we're going to increase the purchase price from 80,000. I would have taken 80,000 cash, but since it's owner carry, I'll settle it to you for 115. I'll take your 35,000 cash down payment, and I'll carry a note for that 80,000, which is really what I wanted for cash. I'll carry at 7% interest only, which means there's no principal balance. So let's put that as the balloon payment over here in future value. And I won't ask for that balloon until 3 years from now. Okay, so then if we solve for payment, we see it's 466.67. And frankly, we don't need a financial calculator to figure out an interest-only loan. We could have just done this. The loan amount's 80,000 times 7%, so 0.07, right? Move the decimal 2 places to the left, equals 5,600 in interest for the year, divided by 12, equals 466.67, which is exactly what we got here. And so anyway, that's going to work out for them because they're going to have this property cash flowing and worth a whole lot more 3 years from now. But they think that there's a chance that they will have some money from the sale of another property as soon as 6 months from now. And so here's what I told him. Look, why don't I offer to buy this $80,000 note from the seller for $55,000. And so, if we do that, look, he gets my $55,000 from the sale of the note plus your cash down payment. He'll get $90,000 at the close of escrow, and he said he would have taken 80. So there's a good chance that that's going to even be way better than he was originally thinking. Although he hasn't accepted my offer yet, but let's just say he does, and this is what my agreement is. If I buy that $80,000 note for $55,000, so let me plug in my number here, then my yield, if it goes out the full 3 years, is going to be a nice 21%. Okay, but so that's why I said, look, Fred, if you have cash that comes in the next few months, tell you what, I'm going to knock off $10,000 of your principal balance. Okay, and so that way, she, instead of paying $115 for the property, she'll get a $10,000 discount. So she has the right but not the obligation to pay off early. If she pays off early, I'll give her a $10,000 discount, which will work really great for her. And let's say this happens at month 9. What's my yield then? If I pay $55,000, I receive 9 payments of $466 and a balloon of $70,000. What's my yield then? Nice, right? About double the amount. And it works for the seller. He gets his cash. It works for me, obviously, even though this is vacant land and there's some extra risk with that. And it obviously works for the buyer because they get, they're already prepared to pay, $80,000 to pay off the loan. And if I buy the note versus someone else buying the note, then I'll give my $10,000 discount. So that's how that could work. And then if she said, well, why don't you just, loan me the $45,000 I need? $45,000 plus the $35,000 I have equals the 80 he'll take. And I said, but look, to do a private hard money loan on raw land, It's a little tougher to do. Probably your closing costs are going to be $4,000 to $5,000 on that. Let me make this a negative number for the future value. Probably instead of a 7% interest rate, you're probably going to have a 14% interest rate. And instead of a 36-year balloon, probably going to have a 12-year balloon. Okay, and so your monthly payment will be $525, and you have a much shorter time. Like if your money doesn't come through the way you think, then you only have a year to pay off this balloon, and that could get you into trouble. So all things considered, the owner carry with note sale I think is far superior for everyone than a potential hard money loan against this piece of property. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.